Are you someone who cares too much about how others perceive you? Or do you spend a lot of time and energy worrying about things that are in reality insignificant and trivial? Well, if that's you, the book that I'm about to review in this video can help you master the art of not giving a fuck. Hey there, welcome to the Red Pill Read. I'm your host Neil. In this video, I'll be reviewing the New York Times bestseller book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. Mark Manson is an American self-help author and a blogger. You can find his blogs at markmanson.net. Apart from The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, Mark has written another New York Times bestseller book called Everything is Fucked. I haven't read this one yet, but I'm sure it will be as interesting as the book that I'm reviewing today. Alright, so coming back to our book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Just like the attention-grabbing title of this book, the content is equally worth it. This book begins with sharing the life story of the German-American novelist and poet Charles Bukowski, and how his literary success was rooted in the complete acceptance of his own shortcomings and failures. Mark calls this the backwards law, a term which was originally coined by Alan Watts, according to which the more you crave a positive experience, the more negative you feel, because it deepens your sense of realization that you do not have the things that you're trying to pursue, whereas the complete acceptance of your negative experiences can lead to positive experiences. As an example to this, Mark calls out the mainstream self-help industry, which thrives on the insecurities of the general population. What most of the contemporary self-help gurus do is that they dangle this carrot of positive experience in front of you, and they make you believe that your life is incomplete because you lack all of this. I'm sure you might have seen such ads on YouTube. And here's a fun fact: the net revenue of the self-help industry in the United States alone is close to $13 billion in 2022. In the book, Mark emphasizes that life itself is a form of suffering, which is a message from the teachings of Buddha. And when you think about it, suffering also has a positive side to it, because it adds meaning to your life and it pushes you to do the things that you wouldn't have done otherwise. Just imagine living a life that's filled with comfort all the time, and you will realize that such a life is stagnant. There is no progress in such a life. Now, if you're someone who's not read this book, from the title you might get the impression that this book is about how to be a mean and indifferent person. But that's not what this book says. Mark clarifies that it's impossible to completely detach yourself from the world and not give a fuck about anything. Because even if you decide to do so, you're still giving a fuck about not giving a fuck about anything. So the point is, you gotta choose carefully what is it in your life that you really want to give a fuck about. In other words, choose your fucks wisely. A key message that's mentioned throughout this book is that you as an individual are completely responsible for everything that you experience in life. Now, I know this kind of sounds harsh, but I get where Mark is coming from. The moment you start to feel that you are a victim of your external circumstances, you feel disempowered. Whereas in reality, you always have the choice to shift your perspective and understand that no matter what hardships you go through in life, you have the power to decide how would you like to respond to the situation and how would you like to feel about the situation. In another chapter, Mark talks about questioning your thoughts and beliefs and ideas all the time, because this constant introspection would allow you to realize how wrong you are about certain things that you firmly believe to be true. Just imagine yourself 10 years ago. Do you hold the same ideas and beliefs that you did back then? Well, probably not. You might disagree with the old version of yourself in a lot of ways, which is good, because understanding that you were wrong in the past is a sign of growth. You've moved on from there. And this is also a reminder that you could be wrong about the things that you believe to be true today, 5 years from now or 10 years from now. So always question yourself. Another cool thing about this book is that to get his point across, Mark uses real-life examples of various personalities. I remember he mentioned Gautam Buddha a couple of times in his book, and it seems like Mark is really inspired by the Buddhist teachings. He also talks about Charles Bukowski, William James, Hiro Onoda, the Japanese commanding officer who spent 29 years in the Philippines jungle fighting a battle that was settled a long time ago. Now, if we talk about the writing tone, Mark's style of writing is pretty casual. Reading the book feels as if he's sharing his thoughts with a close buddy of his. And he also curses a lot in this book and cracks plenty of jokes as well, which some of the readers might find uncomfortable, but I really enjoyed it. So overall, I had a great time reading this book, and I hope that you will too. And by the way, Mark also has an official YouTube channel. It's called Mark Manson, where he has released a video summarizing this whole book. I will share the link to that video in the description below. Alright, so that concludes the book review of The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I hope this video was informative, and if you liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and also hit the bell icon so the next time when I upload a video, you get notified. I'll be back again with another book review. Until then, bye, take care, and have a great day.